Friends, this week you're going to hear from some church members during the stewardship season about what Haygood means to them, and also their thoughts about what it means to be present for God in both their worship and in their small groups. So hear now from some of our church members.
Hi, I am Delia Robinson. I'm here to talk about the Hey You're a Good Mom group. The COVID-19 pandemic, I think, has brought unique challenges to every person. Moms in particular have either battled trying to continue to work while figuring out childcare, or staying at home, trying to be safe, working within limited resources, or even transitioning from working to staying at home. There were times in the last 6-7 months, no question, I felt like the worst mom ever. And then we'd have a meetup and I'd get some perspective, and I'd realize I'm just doing the best that we can do, which is indirectly the best way to be the best mom ever. Every month, this group of strong women comes together to support each other, whether it's a half hour or a meeting up until 2 a.m. I always leave the Hey Good Moms meetups feeling empowered and with just a bit more of the it's all gonna be okay feeling.
I was asked to speak about what small groups mean to you. For me, it's the Thursday morning men group. We do study the Bible and we try to find meaning, but it's so much more. It's a safe environment where you can be yourself. There's no one to impress and there's no one's going to judge you. You can be totally honest. What you say there stays there. It's also a fun place. Of course, that should be expected from a group whose first meeting was watching Blazing Saddles. Football is always a major topic. There's continuing banter about Georgia and Georgia Tech. Unfortunately, it shifted decisively in Georgia's favor. We need more Tech men there. It's also a place where topical issues and all kinds of needs can be discussed. Sometimes it's a challenge to the brain and to the heart. A great takeaway is hearing from other men and their experiences and what they believe. It's a way to get a new perspective, and yes, we do learn from each other. However, the men's group is so much more. It's serenity in a world of chaos. It's a time to put things in perspective and recharge the batteries.
I participate in several small groups at Haygood, from Boy Scouts to youth group. Youth group means autonomy. Throughout COVID-19, Eric has had Zoom calls every Sunday night to check in with the youth and keep us engaged with the church. When we've had these Zoom calls, I felt like I could talk to Eric, and I felt like I was still part of the youth group, and I didn't feel as disconnected from the youth and the church. Recently, the youth group has been going back to face-to-face meetings. They've figured out games we can still play, like piñatas, where you try to hit the piñata blindfolded, and of course, I miss every single time, even without a blindfold, which is pretty sad considering I'm a baseball player. Even though we have to be socially distant, I still have a really good time. Youth has always been one of those things that has made COVID-19 so much better. I always look forward to it because I have friends there and I always have a good time on Sundays.
Haygood Church for me has always been a place of welcome and comfort. Through the years, there's definitely been Sundays where the idea of getting up, getting dressed, getting out the door is stressful and less than appealing. But I've never regretted it once I get there. I'm so thankful for the inspiring words, the music, the smiling faces, and the feeling that everyone there is looking to give and get a bit of hope. The church feels like my home church back from Texas. It feels like home. Let us give Haygood a future with hope.
My wife Peggy and I joined Haygood about 30 years ago. Well, actually exactly 30 years ago. I know that because that's how old my son is. We, like maybe some of you realize, that when the baby comes, they don't have operating instructions or a warranty. That's when we realized that we need help, a lot of help. And that's when we discovered Haygood. First, there was the nursery. Holly Townley, who ran the nursery, in my opinion, should have been raised to sainthood. Then came Children's Church, the children's music program. Our son learned to read by learning the lines in Hark the Herald Angel. Of course, then there was the Haygood Hoops, followed by Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts, youth group, mission trips. And I'm glad to say, with each step added to personal development, it has been said that it takes a village to raise a child. And for us, that village is Haygood. Now it's stewardship time. Now, I don't believe that God needs my money. The question is, how do I spend my time and resources so that they count? To me, let's give Haygood a future with hope.
Haygood means a lot of things to me. There are so many memories from preschool to Haygood Hoops to VBS to confirmation to youth group. To me, Haygood is like a second family. I've always felt loved and supported, and I am proud to be a member of Haygood. I can't ever imagine what my life would be like without Haygood. I can't wait for what Haygood has in store for me in the future. Let us give Haygood a future with hope.